The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. This is Lamar Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Gun, Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down carry now for Miller. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it again with Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sideline.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcel Darius with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go! 1, 9,
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Fighting through it. He's got space. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got his big receiver, Robinson, for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 34 yards there at a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, it's Miller. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Let's go.
On third down, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Second down, here's Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
Let's go.
Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This fielded at the 2. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Right near the 27. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To Fournette. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. From From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal is the offense. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go now.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy. Here's Watson, and this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Now back to throw. And His throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Leonard Fournette pushes past him, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Here's Watson now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Always got some breathing room. Fournette fighting through. Sheds another. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Fournette. And some space.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go. 3-9-9 now. Look at 56.
Now Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This is Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game?